Cabernet Sauvignon, one of the most iconic and celebrated red wines in the world. Whether you're a seasoned wine enthusiast or someone just beginning their journey into the world of wine, this wine is something you'll definitely want to know about. Welcome to Toast to Wine. I'm glad you're here. Now, we all know that Cabernet Sauvignon is a big deal, but there's so much more to this grape than meets the eye. From its origins in the rolling hills of Bordeaux to its widespread success across the globe, today we're going to uncover the many layers of Cabernet Sauvignon and explore why this wine deserves a spot in every wine lover's collection. Let's start with the basics. Cabernet Sauvignon is often hailed as the king of reds, and for good reason. It's one of the most widely planted grape varieties on the planet, making it both a staple and a benchmark in the wine world. But why? Well, it's all about the balance of flavor, the structure, and the aging potential. This wine offers a harmonious blend of rich, dark fruit flavors, spicy notes, and a distinctive tannic backbone that makes it one of the most complex and age-worthy wines you can find. Many wine drinkers think they already know Cabernet Sauvignon, but let me tell you, there are some myths out there that need to be debunked. For instance, a common misconception is that Cabernet Sauvignon is an overly complex wine, too heavy or intimidating for casual drinkers. In fact, while it's true that Cabernet can be bold and tannic, there are also many styles that are approachable and elegant, especially those from regions like Napa Valley and Chile, which focus on a more fruit-forward expression. Another myth is that Cabernet Sauvignon is only for red wine aficionados or those who love big, full-bodied wines. This simply is not true. Cabernet Sauvignon has such versatility that it can appeal to people who prefer lighter reds or even white wines. The fruitier, softer Cabernets are perfect for those who don't usually go for those tannic, bolder reds. So, if you think you don't like Cabernet, I encourage you to give it another try. Perhaps with a wine from a different region or producer. By the way, Cabernet Sauvignon is made up of 2 different grapes. Let me know in the comments if you know what varietals they are. One final misconception is that Cabernet Sauvignon is a wine meant to be enjoyed only for special occasions. People often think it's too expensive or serious for casual sipping. But in reality, Cabernet can be enjoyed in almost any setting. Whether you're having a relaxed dinner with friends or celebrating a milestone with a bottle of something special. Let's go back in time for a moment and trace the origins of this amazing grape. Cabernet Sauvignon was first cultivated in the 17th century in the Bordeaux region of France. It's the result of a natural cross between 2 other famous French varieties, and the answer to my question to you earlier, the white Sauvignon Blanc and the red Cabernet Franc. It took a while for this grape to gain worldwide recognition, but today it is grown in almost every wine-producing country on Earth, from France and the US to Australia, South Africa, and even China. It wasn't until the 20th century that Cabernet Sauvignon really started to take the world by storm, with the rise of Napa Valley in California, a region that is now known for producing some of the finest examples of this varietal. But the grape's global appeal didn't stop there. With the growth of wine regions in places like Chile, Argentina, and South Africa, Cabernet Sauvignon became the go-to grape for winemakers looking to craft a wine that could stand the test of time. Now let's get to the fun part. The flavors. When you take a sip of Cabernet Sauvignon, what should you expect? Well, the flavor profile can vary depending on where it's grown and how it's made, but there are some defining characteristics that all Cabernet Sauvignons share. First, the fruit. Think dark berries, blackcurrant, blackberry, and sometimes even a hint of black cherry. As it ages, you may also encounter notes of dried fruit like plum or fig. Alongside these rich fruit flavors, you'll often get secondary notes of tobacco, cedar, and leather, particularly from wines that have been aged in oak barrels. And don't forget the subtle spices, such as black pepper or clove, that add depth and complexity to the wine. But perhaps the most defining feature of Cabernet Sauvignon is its tannins. Tannins come from the grape skins, seeds, and stems, and they give the wine its structure and ageability. When young, Cabernet can have an intense tannic bite that makes it feel bold and a little astringent. But over time, as the wine ages, these tannins soften and the wine becomes smoother and more nuanced. If you're drinking a young Cabernet, Try pairing it with hearty meats like steak or lamb to balance the tannins and enhance the flavors. One of the most exciting things about Cabernet Sauvignon is the diversity of styles that emerge from different regions. Let's start with the classic, Bordeaux, where Cabernet Sauvignon reigns supreme, especially in the left bank of the region. Bordeaux Cabernets tend to be more restrained and earthy, with a strong emphasis on tannic structure and aging potential. These wines are built to last and often take several years to fully express themselves. Then there's Napa Valley, where the warm, sunny climate results in rich, fruit-forward wines. Napa Cabernets are often bolder, with pronounced notes of black fruit, vanilla, and sometimes even mocha or chocolate. These wines are often aged in new oak barrels, which impart additional flavors and a smooth texture. If you're looking for something a bit different, you might want to try Cabernet Sauvignon from regions like Chile or Argentina. Chilean Cabernets, for example, tend to be more herbal and earthy, with a touch of green bell pepper, while those from Argentina often have a touch of minerality, balanced with vibrant fruit flavors. One of the most pivotal moments in the history of Cabernet Sauvignon came in 1976 during the famous Judgment of Paris. In a blind tasting competition, a Napa Valley wine, Chateau Montelena, beat out some of the finest Bordeaux wines, including Chateau Lafite Rothschild and Chateau Latour. This event was a game-changer for the global wine industry, as it helped elevate the reputation of New World wines and solidified Cabernet Sauvignon's place as a world-class grape variety. When looking for a great bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon, it's important to consider factors like the vineyard's location, the winemaking techniques, and of course, the vintage. A great Cabernet Sauvignon will have a balance of fruit, acidity, tannins, and oak with a clear sense of place that reflects its terroir. It should be a wine that evolves in the glass, revealing different layers of flavor and complexity with every sip. So what's the bottom line about Cabernet Sauvignon? It's a wine that offers something for everyone. Whether you enjoy bold, tannic reds or prefer something a bit softer and fruitier, there's a Cabernet Sauvignon out there for you. It's versatile, age-worthy, and above all, it's a wine that invites exploration. Next time you're in the wine shop or browsing online, take a moment to pick up a bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon and see where it takes you. Whether it's from Bordeaux Napa or a lesser-known wine region, you're in for a treat. And remember, the beauty of wine is in the journey, so don't be afraid to explore and try new things. Do you have a favorite Cabernet experience or a wine you're excited to try? Drop a comment below and let's talk about it. Click on one of these videos now to continue your wine journey. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. If you have any questions or topics you'd like me to cover, leave a comment below. Until next time, may your wine adventures be as rich and diverse as the wines you discover. Toast to wine.